Minnesota Vikings need to get their ish together at the cornerback position. It was torched. It was just no bueno last year, and the Vikings secondary had more holes than a sieve. But signing Byron Murhpy from the Arizona Cardinals, the pride of the University of Washington, hopefully is going to alleviate some of those issues. And Murhpy can play inside, outside, an absolute stud in the secondary. And Murhpy looking good in purple, by the way. Woo! Taking over that number 7 from his former Arizona teammate Patrick Peterson, and go from there. And of course, money-wise, Kwesi and our capologist Thug Life Rob Brzezinski have been doing great things, and this Byron Murhpy contract is no different because it's reported as a 2-year, $17.5 million deal with around $8.1 million guaranteed. But of course, there's a couple of incentives in there that make a lot of sense and protect the Vikings in the event that Byron Murhpy has some injury issues. So contract incentives laid out. Byron Murhpy signed a 2-year, $17.5 million deal with the Vikings with another $4 million available in incentives. The incentives are split evenly between 2 years, $2 million in 2023 and 2024. Murhpy can only earn one of the honor incentives per season, whichever is the highest amount earned. So it goes, playing time incentive is the first one. So 70, 75, 80, and 85% of the snaps. Going from $250,000 all the way up to $1 million, and then named first team All Pro $1 million, a second team All Pro $500,000, and a Pro Bowl original ballot. So not 17th alternate is another $250,000 in change. And now you look at the escalators in terms of a percentage of snaps. Now that's important because Murhpy is really the only cornerback on the rooster that you can say is going to be a starter and be a significant contributor. So it's not an issue of is he going to get enough snaps on defense. It's a question of is he going to be fully healthy, because last year Byron Murhpy had a number of issues, notably a back injury that ultimately sidelined him, put him on injured reserve later on in the season. So that was a big question, and that potentially impacted his free agency stock, is that back issue. So the Vikings did put that incentive in, where if he falls short of those snaps, he doesn't make the bonuses, and the Vikings save a little bit on cap. And it is a really good incentive for Byron Murhpy, who, knock on all the wood, is going to be healthy this year. Now, this has been Kwesi's MO. They've inserted these playing time incentive clauses for pretty significant amounts in a number of contracts. Now, it backfired last year with Zadarius Smith, where Zadarius said that even though he was injured, his playing time incentives kept him out there, not even close to 100%. So it can be a double-edged sword, but players and coaches have to be smart about this. Coaches have to be smart about this and recognize when a player isn't at full fitness, and players obviously are going to try go out there and get their money. But Byron Murhpy, he got paid, as well as the Vikings protected themselves a little bit by getting creative in terms of the large playing time bonus. And I believe in Byron Murhpy Jr. I think that he's going to be really solid on the outside as a starter. I think that he's going to be elite in the slot. And I think that his myriad of skills is going to become invaluable in Brian Flores' defense. But again, really smart by Kwesi and Rob Brzezinski to insert this into Murphy's deal. But your thoughts are thoughts. Byron Murhpy contract, the Vikings got pretty creative in terms of protecting themselves, as well as rewarding Byron Murhpy Jr. for staying healthy. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.